right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second game of the fifth day of the tournament for the group brackets. Um, Today, the teams are going to be Datapike and Player of Games facing off. Datapike on the blue side, Player of Games on the red side. I have with me Moray, who's going to be casting. Hello, Moray.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so it was after the busy Wednesday. It was nice to have. I think it's only two games today happening for all the organizing people. We have a lot of games coming tomorrow though. 6 games and then a few games on Sunday, and then we'll be over with the group brackets and starting the quarterfinals on Monday.
Yeah,
Exciting time.
it's been a really great group for what started off as being a very fast push meta. Teams have started to take out a bit of anger on one another. It seems.
Yes.
Go for the kill.
I'm also excited to see how the dynamics are going to change with, from the quarters final onwards, we're going to play the full games. So five pushes and 8 respawns. Exciting to see how this is going to change the strategy, the overall strategy of the teams. Also, if they're going to stay with the same characters or going to try to experiment, since it's a longer game, you have more time to develop your, I would say, your strategies with the hero you're using, and also with your teammate.
I do wonder if it will change some of the picks because some of the characters obviously change dramatically as they level. I mean, there has been talk before in some of the casual games I've played about Dodger in the longer game. If you can get ahead and in the longer game becomes very dangerous.
I mean, we've seen Dodger use the Necromancy on tier 3 to good effects recently. It's a very powerful card if you go for push build. But maybe if people are going for more aggressive stances, the tier 3 attack on Zargatha, the range attack is very powerful, combined with, good crowd control with Wasp and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's exciting to see. Also, I'm wondering if we're going to see some ultimates. It would be awesome to get to see these powerful abilities used in the coming week. All right,
Yeah,
the
it's
draft.
certainly an
Oh,
area
go
we've
ahead.
had to certainly not an area we've had to cover in the short games where it's really highly unlikely to get to the ultimates. But I
Almost
think in the
impossible.
quarterfinals we'll probably do a bit of highlighting on the first few games about what some of the ultimates have the potential to do.
All right, I think blue team will ban first in the drafting sequence. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you just have a look at the chat in
Nope,
Tabletopia?
that's correct.
Okay, thanks, Des.
You're very welcome.
So, Des, do you know if they're like those two teams? Have you refed some of their games recently? Do you know if they have like a
Uh,
particular strategy or?
Actually, I haven't drafted either of them yet,
Okay.
so I'm as new to these guys as you are.
Maybe I've refed a Datapike, I think, on Wednesday, but then I got lost into the
If our records are
scripts.
correct, Player of Games, this is their first one, and
Oh,
Datapike only played one game.
okay.
Okay, so first ban's in,
That
and we're
is
down Aryan.
Aryan, yeah.
So taking probably one of the most dangerous brawlers off the field.
Aryan is also very versatile, so it doesn't really tell about strategy. Oh, Sabine has been picked. That's That's red team, right?
Yep.
That's red taking Sabine, so that's the gunslinger. Short range, all our attacks are range to potential to go for a fast push build.
Yeah, blue team
I
responding
like
with some range options
yeah,
as well.
I like Dodger as a pick into Sabine. You've got the advantage of +1 range quite early on
Yeah.
Sabine. Makes her gold a little bit more dangerous to use.
Also, with Sabine being a fast pusher, it frees up a lot of spaces of empty minion spawn points in the center zone, making Dodger even more dangerous. So it's a good pick to counter Sabine, I would say. Red team is going for the ban. Or are they picking right now?
I gave him pick and ban at the same time. So
Okay.
Into Dodger, there's a consideration for Wasp, but that gives you sort of like two sort of harassment style characters. I think anyone's going to work relatively well. I think the least likely, I suspect, would be Tiger Claw.
although
Just
he can also be
thinking-
made to work.
He can certainly be made to work. I think it would be a confirming. Yeah, I like the Wasp pick.
Red team goes for the Wasp. Good counter on the range there against Dodger.
So where are you going to take the ban, considering you're now looking at Sabine and Wasp? Considering the bans are Gatha.
Yeah. Zargatha is out.
So we've seen quite a bit of Brogan. He's a very safe pair of hands, and certainly he does a very good job of controlling areas.
They're going to go for
Wow,
Yeah.
that was fast.
That was fast.
they
Tiger Claw hasn't been the most popular in this tournament. I don't think it's one of those things where I think Tiger Claw works exceedingly well on an island by himself, and then late game he kind of turns on into this really nasty backstabbing team fighter.
All right. So
So I'm
player
gonna-
yellow is going to play Brogan.
Mhm. So that's Panettiere on Brogan.
All right. Player red is going to play Dodger.
Player red is Null. So that's Null is on Dodger.
And we see here Sabina being played by player green and Wasp by player white.
So, yep. That is white is Camroth. And that was Sabine, wasn't it?
Yes.
And therefore, by process of elimination,
The peon is going to be playing Wasp.
just a humble peon on Wasp.
Yeah. Okay, the token, the tiebreaker is on the blue side at the start of the game.
So at this point, teams just going to be starting to set up, get comfortable with their cards in a way that they can have them organized and be able to take a look. In terms of this team ups, where's the kind of like big advantages and disadvantages that you see?
Well, the first thing I see is always Wasp versus Brogan, you know, this kind of nemesis pair where Wasp can use a barrier to prevent the charge. She has 2 radius around her, and if she decides to go in the middle of the center zone, she can really be a pest against Brogan. That being said, if Brogan knows how to stay calm and wait for the barrier to go down, or trying to mind trick the charge, Wasp can really mistime the barrier, and it can backfire against her easily.
Yeah, I think it is one of these things. Wasp has got the tools both for Dodger and for Brogan, but then you're asking a lot of heavy lifting if you're expecting her to provide all that disruption.
Something else I realized looking at Sabina and Dodger matchup, you know, both of them have gold at 12 initiative. If Dodger can be the fastest of the two, having a faster gold to allow for quick elimination of Sabina if Sabina decides to play her gold at the same time. We haven't seen Sabina die using her gold at all in this
That
tournament.
being said, I think you raised a very good point in an earlier game with myself, was that if you're faster than Sabine when she goes for her gold, you're not actually triggering that gold because the card hasn't been played.
You're right. I thought that. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, the gold has to be played first from Sabina for Wasp to trigger the kill.
But it does though create the interesting point where Sabine's, once Dodger's leveled up red, at any point Sabine wants to go for a gold, if she's within 3 range of Dodger and Red's not played, she's in danger.
Yep.
And that's the pressure that Dodger can supply.
We're having some technical issues here. I think Wasp board might have disappeared.
It did, and I actually reset Tabletopia so I could see it again, and I
Okay.
can see it fine now.
I might have to do that.
So I'm kind of glad I wasn't the only person who had to do that.
Okay, I'm just going to go back to the lobby.
Yeah,
and-
let them know the fix.
Yeah, just a second.
Okay, so yeah, this is me now, solo here. Well, I say solo, but I have Rosie, which is my small puppy here, who's decided that instead of actually going upstairs after refusing to come inside for 10 minutes, which actually caused the delay of me being here, has decided now to settle nestled by my legs because she's a willful thing. Meanwhile, players are just getting these cards all settled and sorted out. I think the next question I've kind of got in here is, if you're playing Wasp now, are you thinking automatically that you're going to go for the boomerang and try and play this skirmish game? Or is the Electro Leap looking more attractive because it's got the ability to punch through Brogan probably quicker than he can, and certainly be a threat to Dodger?
Yeah, well, it really depends on Sabina. I mean, if they talked about this prior to the game, they can decide, both going for huge damage, Sabina going for the big gun instead of the shootout. That will allow her to do a lot of damage if the opponent is using an attack card on the same turn. With that in mind, maybe they will say, you know what, forget about the push. Let's just always step on those enemies. Let's just try to be always in the legs of Dodger. That's one possibility. I mean, there's 4 turns in a round. 2 of those cards for Dodger are attacks. If Sabina can land a red on one of those 2 attacks, it's a huge amount of damage, and I don't think Dodger can survive this, especially at tier 2.
Other thing I spotted is actually quite interesting is that the team of Dodger Brogan are actually the pair that have got both the pairs that have got the minion save. Dodger with his shield tree, sorry, Brogan with his shield tree, and Dodger with necromancy. So, if Sabine does go fast push, they have the potential. They have got the option.
Yeah.
To kind of start limiting that.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, I think Dodger really needs to be on tier 3 to make this necromancy card really effective, and we're talking about last push business here. So Team Blue would have to make sure they can survive the first push, or try to be aggressive enough so that they can win the first push and try to get their gold and to reach tier 3 the earlier possible.
So
Brogan,
first cards are coming down.
Yep. So turn 1 is gonna happen. Okay.
Right. And
Here's the first flip.
So low initiative cards all round.
Low initiative cards for everyone. Brogan first.
And again, this is the trade-off now, because now none of these people have got low initiative cards. I've got to be honest, at this point, I'm probably not entirely disappointed if I'm Brogan, because Wasp and Sabina are going to probably be going before me on every other card.
Yeah, exactly.
So Brogan likes to respond.
Yeah, you're right. To be able, to position on turn 3 after everyone, or even on turn 4, is a good advantage, especially when you do a lot of damage.
So Brogan and Dodger taking position along the beach. Wasp has moved to Sabine's moved to the aggressive placement into the jungle, and Wasp is then taking the beach spot.
There was a tie between Wasp and Dodger, so the token is going to be flipped.
Now,
Just
taking a look
showing
at
the cards here.
Sabine's position with Dodger there, it's Dodger's obviously looking to try and get in towards these minions in the back line, but Wasp and Sabine are kind of like saying, well, we're happy to come up and maybe pressure this flank. Wasp could sidestep, but they're just kind of saying, well, if Brogan goes over to this side, we can favor the other.
Yeah.
And Brogan over the other side is kind of wasting Brogan's potential. Because Brogan's potential is the threat of activation. Everyone knows that red card. Nobody wants to get hit by it.
All right, the flip on the
And
second turn. We see a very fast card by Dodger going first. That's 3 movement. And she's gonna get into a position in the middle of everything. Wasp can now walk towards her. Sabina is just gonna wait. She
I
does
like
not
this.
have radius to be able to use the booby trap, but she just
Well,
wanted to wait to be sure she can react accordingly.
About to say, the thing is that next turn she could go fast now and actually move to a point where minions are viable. Because you know that if Dodger's moved to this position, the targets for Dodger, there's only one target that Dodger could be looking at. So Sabine could then use her blue to move up quickly towards Dodger and then ask the question. But Brogan has also taken an interesting position because now if Sabine walks up toe to toe with Dodger, Brogan has the option to charge onto that Sabine.
Yeah,
So
but also Sabina's next turn, Sabina's silver is a next turn effect. So if she moves
exactly,
before, she can be in radius of her own minions, and booby trap will trigger.
absolutely, and this is the thing because Dodger, the only thing Dodger's got for range right now is red, which will go slower than Sabine's blue. So this is actually now awkward for Dodger, who kind of just wanted to ping off a minion and get out nice and safely. Brogan coming across, his red looks pretty good, and in some ways, Dodger might want to consider just hanging fire.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
even
it's
play
a bait
silver.
though. It's a bait from Wasp right now. She decided to go there, and saying, "Oh, you can try to charge. Go ahead." And Brogan is like, I smell the barrier."
This is true. The barrier is the bit that could
Yeah.
ruin it. Although
and Wasp only wants the minion. In the at the end of the day, she doesn't really care.
It's still not the end of the world for Brogan to play red because it will move him out of the point where he's placing pressure, but he could then just walk around to be able to get the gold on the minion on the other side of the stone formation in the center.
Mm.
So I think red's still a good flexible pick because if Wasp doesn't play the silver,
oh, there it is, and Brogan
but no,
does
Brogan's
not
deciding to
go for
wait.
it. It's a very cool spot for Brogan right now because he can just play red next turn, and he's fine. He can get the minion or the kill if Wasp wants to stay there,
Some
and
really
extend a
interesting
welcome.
mind games going on there, and everyone just deciding to go no.
So Sabina is actually the only player who's get to act with a potential movement here. Everyone else is gonna stay static. Use the silver. So static barrier is going to be triggered, I guess, or just held because it won't do much. And then the death trap will not trigger because no minions have been killed.
Yeah, this is all just a hold and silvers go back.
Mm.
Now, downside here though is Sabine has now denied herself a minion kill with this play because she can't get
She can't reach.
a minion.
Yeah,
she's out of reach. Meanwhile, Dodger, Brogan, Wasp all can pick up.
Yeah.
So it's a net gain to the Brogan Dodger team off of all of this maneuvering.
Yeah, Brogan is in a great spot right now because Wasp will act first. I mean, whatever she's doing, she might be able to flee, but then Brogan will get the minion. That being said, Sabina can defend if Dodger wants to attack her. But if Brogan gets the minion, then Dodger cannot get a minion either. So we might end up with just an equal push anyways. Maybe you were right about using the red on last turn to reposition and get 2 minions. That would give them a bit of advantage. But now they're in a good spot to try to get some blood as well.
The only other thing that could happen is, and this would be very next level, if Wasp plays green, denies Dodger being able to get the hit, Brogan's the only one who gets a minion, or the only option to have a minion, and the ability to maybe collapse on him.
Nope.
But no.
All attacks. Oh, Sabina's in range of Dodger now. Dodger can just dodge. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Question is,
So that's all worked
does she
out.
want to dodge or because
I think
she
she has
was
to.
adjacent? Oh, she has to.
No. Yeah. She
Okay.
has to dodge.
She doesn't have a target.
And she could have burnt red to protect herself, I think. Would red have defended? Possibly not. Attack 6. Sorry.
No,
just excuse me
well,
for a minute.
she was adjacent to her minions, so she would have defended with her red. Wasp playing the gold to get the minion, and then Sabina will reposition. And Brogan charges. I think is that enough to kill Wasp? She has +1 defense because of her melee minion. And I believe that's a 5 defense on the green. Yep. She survives. Tricky spot there for Brogan. Now he knows this information. It's good for them. Only 1 minion killed on round 1. It will be at the advantage of Team Red. Everyone except Wasp will get their pity coin. Alright, that's not enough for a level up on Dodger. That's really sad. She would have loved to have this extra range right now. Although she's in range from Sabina.
So yes, apologies there. Never work with kids or animals, and that puppy is driving me to madness. So yeah, so what's the end result? We've got 2.
Brogan charged and attacked Wasp, but she was able to defend with her green because of the the melee minion adjacent to her. Yeah, just barely surviving there, which means that red team had an advantage on minion kills, and now blue team decided to discard the minion adjacent to Sabina, which makes Dodger the only valid target right now. But the thing is, Sabina and Dodger, Sabina is in range from Brogan's charge. He can be trapped by Wasp if Wasp plays the barrier. But maybe if there's a mind game going there, they will be able to get rid of Sabina. Even if the push happens, give them some kind of slack for the upcoming turns.
Initiative counter is with red, so Brogan can't kind of play gold and then walk away. The other thing to take note of here is when you're up against Wasp toe-to-toe at the beginning of the round, she's got that dazzling dagger, which means if you play a skill card, it's a high temptation for her to, she can actually deny a movement and make you discard a card.
Yeah. If I was Brogan right now, I would use charge. If you can't kill Sabina with it, you can still go for the ranged minion on the red team.
Ooh, that's an electrocute on Wasp. So she's taking the defense and she is going melee.
She's going melee. And she has the initiative advantage right now on Brogan. But he's tanky. I mean, if she decides to go right now for the electrocute, he doesn't.
Brogan could go. Brogan could go gold here though, and actually walk into the minion spot if he doesn't like
Yeah,
whatever
you're
Wasp
right.
plays.
If he doesn't like it, you can just use gold to move before.
Dodger's not in a bad spot because she's got all her cards up and running. In fact, in some ways, playing silver right now
Yep.
puts the pressure on Wasp. So there's kill pressure on Wasp. Sabine can get a shot, but then the red doesn't really count for nearly as much because you've gone silver. And Dodger can probably dance away from Sabine.
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, and still be able to maybe pick up that minion on the far side of the formation. It's a tricky one because there's no obvious right or wrong play, but I would like to think that Brogan will play gold.
Yeah, there's a lot of gun right now pointing at a lot of people. Really, really eager to see how this flips. Here we go. The barrier from Wasp. Charge from Brogan.
She called the other direction he had to go.
Well,
So-
he's still okay. He can charge the red range minion, but
Yep.
and then Sabina will go with her motivate card.
So Sabine can kind of she's just got to consider where she'd like to walk to. Dodger's got the opportunity to react. Now, this is a nice position here from Sabine because with the static barrier, Dodger can't walk down. So she can either go towards the jungle where there's nothing really of value or walk towards Sabine, which puts her in between Sabine and Wasp.
Well, if she walks towards Sabine, she can do some fast damage, and she still has her red, so she can defend. If Sabina plays her gold on next turn, no, she can't go there.
No, you can't go there. Yeah,
Sure,
that's just mean don't. Nope.
Yeah. Oh, Dodger really wanted to have played her silver right now. That would have been a good damage on Wasp, and Brogan could just finish her. Later.
Well, also you've got Dodger being able to play red from where she was standing and if Wasp is there, that's bad luck. Otherwise, she's got a minion in range, so happy either way.
Yeah. Right, just retreating out of Sabina's range. It's kind of a standoff between Dodger and Sabina. It really depends on who's gonna play her attack card first. It's like they're circling each other, but Sabina, they both have a minion in range as well. So
Brogan, I think we'll play the low initiative walking card just because it lets you see where Wasp is going to go.
Yeah, Wasp wants to play last.
And then Wasp is thinking the same thing. So Wasp gets the advantage on that. The death trap is triggered. And Sabine is going to pick off a minion. She played a little bit of fire there because had Dodger gone red.
Well, red does not reach shields.
Oh, it's not yet.
Only tier
it's
1.
not leveled up yet. Yeah, sorry. Here's me going like we're after round 1, so it's that range advantage, but no, it's not there yet.
All right. Well, depending on where Wasp decides to go, Dodger has right now at least one potential victim for her death trap.
Well, death trap's going before Wasp, so the choice is
Wasp she can just decide. You're right.
I quite like Wasp because she's in position between two people. And she's walking as fast as Brogan, but with an obstruction in her way. So I think it should be Wasp getting death trapped.
Yeah, her decision.
The only problem here is though, is that if they commit to Wasp, the push is gone.
All right, she targets Wasp. And that's
Wasp
a very
goes
fast
green.
card going, and also a lot of defense.
So Wasp holding on to both of her attacks.
Is Brogan going to move?
So Brogan, I would suggest that Brogan takes 2 steps along and does the same thing that Sabine does and cut off the retreat for Wasp.
Well,
because again, you're standing next to the melee minion, so you're happy to play gold again.
I would not move 2. What I would do is just move 1 and go adjacent to Wasp right now. Using gold on next turn, you can hit Wasp if she's not fast enough, or you can get the minion kill. But what this does is that it allows Dodger to move between the 2 minion spawn points there. Oh, well, that's still...
Yeah.
No.
I like this spot because this does exactly what the other team did to Dodger, which is close off the option of there's not a great place to walk to. You can walk down to your beach, so you've got the option of fast travel. You can go towards the jungle, or you can walk up towards Dodger. Because you don't want to be standing next to Brogan.
But then we see this Brogan, you see where he is right now, and look at where the push is going. This is a dangerous spot for Brogan.
This is a dangerous spot, and this is the trade-off.
Yeah.
Now, he can still attack a minion and walk 2 up. And yes, he's still not quite there. But Dodger's kind of got the range to hold down the fort.
Alright,
So
Wasp going aggressive here. She knows that if she plays the dagger right now, she's... Oh no, it's at 11. So Dodger can just get out of harm's way if she decides to do so. And Wasp has a lot of damage on her red right now. So mind games going here. If I was Dodger right now, I think I would go for gold. And
Dodger's looking at gold. Brogan's got the choice to either walk up or take the punch and then walk up, depending whether or not his team want to try and get Wasp, because Wasp is vulnerable.
Well, Dodger can defend right now. Oh no, there's not enough minion spawn points in radius for her green to trigger. It's very sad. Yeah, I would have loved Brogan to just move here and get the minion here. So Dodger could have survived whatever happens.
I think Dodger survives regardless here, because like I say, the gold is going to let Dodger just take that step back if she's looking at a dagger.
All right, gold on all sides except Sabina. Dodger is gonna go first. Is she going to attack? And she does that. Yeah, I think she should attack right now. She can survive the attack from Wasp, and next turn she's faster with her green.
The problem is, though, that Sabine still got red and then can kill Dodger.
The problem is Dodger is still faster with her green. She's at 10, and she can move 3 with that. So getting out of harm's way is possible.
Yep.
Dodger is in a great spot right now, and if Brogan can read this now, he won't be able to respond. Actually, he should have used his green, but Brogan is.
They're also
really
responding
focused
to
on...
the push. Yeah, they're responding to the push as well here, because Brogan can then hit this minion. Dodger's got the opportunity of playing red and can still keep out the way. Actually, I'm not sure, because I think Wasp just walks up onto Dodger now because she's just shown weakness. Although the downside to that is that if Dodger goes before you, what's your initiative on your dagger?
If Wasp decides to move close to Dodger, Dodger will not be able to use her red this round. She will have to respond with the green, which is faster and allows her to get out of harm's way. Both of them are just getting away.
They're electing to go for the push. This Brogan playing gold there was kind of in many ways saying we're committing to the push.
Yeah.
So there could well be in communication in the team going, is it really worth it? We're going to take down a 1-point Wasp and give up a space of movement for the push occurring. Meanwhile, we can get ourselves in a position where we can get a bit of money in our back pocket and be in a better position for the push coming onto our base. So, because Dodger's going to pick up one more.
Yeah. Sabina's Gonna pick up one
Sabina's
more as
gonna
well.
pick up one more.
So
Blue
they
team
will be
loses the last
left.
blue minion,
They
and
will
then
be
there's
left
the
on the
mega
super
minion.
minion. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, there's 9 on that dagger, so yeah, Wasp really couldn't. If I have to ask, yeah, Wasp couldn't have done it because of the blue initiative token,
Yeah.
because then she loses that trade off. Meanwhile, had it been the other way around, that would have been, I believe, a dead dodger.
You're right. If she knew that was in the position, she could have ran with the green, but they would have lost the push even more faster, like at the end of the
Yeah,
round.
well, the whole thing is if you're Wasp, if you're not hitting anything, you may as well be putting pressure to stop the other team from hitting.
Interesting now that there's a tie between Wasp and Brogan. It's gonna flip the token again.
Yep.
And
So yeah, getting in
Wasp.
position for the push. 4 movement on that. 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
This is interesting because if Broken decides to move towards the enemy minions, sure, Team Blue will lose both of theirs, but both of the Team Red characters are really far away from the super minion right now. That gives time for Team Blue to equalize.
Yeah, or at least you can have a fight, because even if you lose that fight, you're falling back to your spawn point where the action is going to happen.
And it gives also a full round, or almost a full round, for Dodger to position and use the spawn points to her, to all her pleasure.
So I'm just expecting. So Brogan can walk towards the minion. I think this is fine, because again, this is the area control effect of Brogan.
Yeah.
He's threatening red. Even if red doesn't go off, unless Dodger plays, even if Dodger plays silver, you can end up on the back line, but he still ends up with money and then just waddles up to where the action is going to occur, or walk into the jungle and then come in through the back way.
I mean, if they really want to go at it, Dodger can just walk between the 2 minion spawn points in the middle of the, close to her super minion. And if Brogan charges, get the far off minion.
It's a draw on the minions after all that.
He's not going to kill it. She's just moving. That's different. Okay.
We've got a bit of a game here. Interesting. Maybe they're just not liking how when I'm talking about the fact that
yeah, Brogan is a little bit too close, maybe.
Yeah, well, the other thing, if you like I say, if you take that minion now, you're somewhat denying your team the goal. Dodger's on the opposite side to the 2 minions that you've already got. You're getting to walk towards Dodger once you pick up these 2 blues. But the problem is that then you're kind of on an initiative race for the last minion. They're just electing to play a little bit more slowly. Now,
yeah, but they're giving precious time for Dodger to upgrade her red right now. And Brogan can also decide, to go for extra damage, for example, and make his charge.
Speaking of damage, it looks like we're seeing the initiative gunslinger
yeah,
upgrade
Sabina
here.
decides to go for a more aggressive build here. The card is showing.
Well, it's not fits because they didn't go for the push, so why would you take the fast push card?
Oh, someone just mentioned that Sabina cannot kill a minion with tier 1 red.
Oh, of course, yeah. Again, this is the whole thing about nobody going up levels. We're like going, oh yeah,
We're so used to see the red on Sabina used for that. But no, she cannot.
Because she was denied the minion kill. Again, it's one of those things. Sabina usually gets the minion kill in round 1 because of that 2 range on her gold, but she used it for a maneuver.
That's
And
giving
she's
a lot of space for Team Blue right now to even try to get the pushback.
yep.
I'm thinking that well, what can Team Red do right now? They do not have the boomerang, and they do not have the shootout from Sabina, so they can't get these 2 blue minions quickly. They will have to spend at least I mean, Wasp can leave both minions to Sabina,
I
but it takes 2
think
turns, and she has to walk all the way down. Maybe Brogan can respond to that, and if they get the kill before she can act, that would be
I
great.
think if you're red team, you want to be a little bit patient here and kind of invite Brogan and Dodger in. Dodger's going to take a little bit longer than Brogan to get in. You can kind of like just mosey on down a step or two. Yeah, so we are seeing the upgraded charge on Brogan and the crushing blow to give him a bit of initiative. And we're seeing double defensive stats on Dodger, so a bit of a tanky Dodger. Electing to upgrade the green, so to help her kind of deal with that electrocute, and also Sabina's potential punch power. And she's elected to go for the skull route, so that's adjacent to empty minion spots in the battle zone. So good towards the latter half of the push, not so strong at the beginning.
I really like something right now that we might have missed. Brogan went for the extra initiative, but also he has the punch, Tier 2 punch that allows him to push an enemy. That's now at 10 initiative. That's faster than Wasp can ever hope for her red attack right now. So if Wasp wants to be aggressive towards Brogan, or even try to use a red to kill a minion, he can just punch her in the face and push her away. And since she doesn't have boomerang, she would be out of position. One other thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, also empowers his green to be able to walk into a static shield because Wasp can't
he's
get up in
faster
time.
now. Yeah, really likes this initiative buff. Also on Sabina, she went for the blue tier for a blue tier 2 card that allows her to give a card to her teammate. I'm pretty excited to see how they're gonna try to do this. Sabina going for the fast kill here. She's safe. She wants to use the gold right now.
Rogan playing red early wasn't threatening either character here.
Dodger decides to move here. She can get the red minion if she wants with her gold now. Brogan is probably going to charge on the back of the center zone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the plan, is that they've decided to push.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dodger can play red. The only problem to this is Brogan getting up and getting the super.
Oh,
because
great play here from Wasp. We're not seeing this magnetic pull enough, and see how it disrupts Dodger's turn right now.
Yep, brilliant.
Yeah.
Dodger's now swinging at air.
Exactly.
And Brogan no longer has charge, so again, this is the bit where his area control drops. Once that red comes down, he's effectively a tanky utility piece.
I mean, Brogan can still get the red minion, but can they prevent Wasp from getting the super minion? That's the question. Dodger is dealing some good damage now, and she has both of her attacks at range 3. That's bound to be deterring for Wasp, at least a little bit, especially if if Dodger waits on later turns. He's faster than Wasp. All right, we see the dazzling dagger.
Where it comes. Yeah,
On
so
Wasp.
dagger removes. And then next up is Brogan, who you have to just think is going to kind of mosey up a little bit to keep being relevant. In fact, puts himself next to the super. This still gives the option for Dodger to kind of be able to find a spot to pick.
Interesting. Sabina could really use her green right now to reposition the heavy minion. That's what she's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, Brogan, you want that? Come and fetch it.
Yeah,
And
quite a bit of manipulation going on there just to play keep away. Because yeah, they can win the push by just denying the option. That being said, so Dark Ritual, movement of 2. Dodger can get in range.
yeah, I think she will be in range to use her red right now. So
And I think now they're out of shenanigans for moving that minion.
yep. The only thing that can happen is Wasp using her green right now, but she's not in radius, and if she does that, she actually gets the fire on her, which would not be the best of ideas at the moment.
That one's actually changed. It's caught us out before. So quick cards coming down from Sabine and Wasp. And we've got all 4.
All right, we have a flip. The
So
green
there's
comes
the
down from
green.
Wasp. Yeah.
There's the booby trap, which is a pretty decent call.
Are
again,
they
it's
going
just-
to go against Brogan? Good. All right.
Well, this is the thing. It's now exceedingly dangerous for Brogan to even consider taking that super minion. Because there's a booby trap on it, and there's probably going to be 2 enemies who'll be more than happy to ask Brogan whether or not he wants to take them both on. Wasp though going before Brogan, not great. Can't set up the dagger. Sorry, set up the electrocute.
It's a tricky spot for Brogan. Even if he decides to go, to get out of Wasp's way, killing the super minion will...
It's pretty much guaranteed death.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a good idea.
But that being said,
I'd
if you
consider it, yeah.
I'm about to say, the only because the thing is, at this point, you've got to ask the question of if we don't take the super minion now, what's the odds of us getting it next round with this entrenched position before a more agile team can get around to the other side?
Mm.
He's just going to take one step up.
Yeah,
so he's not going to go for it.
Gonna go for it.
But there is an argument for going, I'm going to take it, I'm going to die. Yeah, we'll probably lose the push back, but I don't really care because I put the money in the pocket. I think what swings it at this stage is the fact that there's nobody who's... you're only giving up 1 spawn token as Broken as well for taking that 4 gold. The team's not in a great position to necessarily do the defense. They'd have to spend time coming down to it. So, you're probably not putting too much gold in their back pockets.
Interesting play from Wasp here. I mean, she cannot kill Brogan. He's too fast with his gold. He can just
I was
dodge.
about to say, yeah, if she steps there, Brogan's the one who's probably going to catch you, not the other way around, because if you play red to hit him, his gold comes out and you've only got spell shield, which doesn't have enough to stop that axe.
Yeah, she does it. She decides to be... she's probably going to try to bait the attack. I
certainly hope she's going to be playing stack shield. Either that or she's going for the trade kill. Because now if Brogan plays gold, Wasp dies, and then gets shot by Sabina. And Brogan's then not on the enemy.
He's out of range from Sabina. Cannot be killed.
Is
if
he out of...
doesn't
No,
want to.
He'll step in. He'll step in. If
Oh,
he takes
you're
the trade kill.
right. You're right.
So this is potentially set for a trade kill. The advantage to the red team is it removes Brogan from that red minion. Wasp then spawns where she can get up along the jungle, and she's probably got a better chance of being able to get in and out on the blue minion than Brogan has to be able to make his way back down and get onto the red.
Mm.
If that's what's being considered, I really, really like it.
That's some very interesting shenanigans here. I don't think Brogan is gonna fall for it. especially because he's worth 1 coin more at the end of the day than him killing Wasp. Maybe
Could
he's
see some
just gonna
patron play
walk
here.
away.
Right. Okay. So Static Barrier says instead, no, I'm actually just wanting to be in a position to be toe to toe to fight you next round.
And Sabina hasn't even played her red.
Yeah. Which is interesting because if you play your red, because here's the thing now, Brogan gets to step onto that minion again if he really wants to. Meanwhile, if you played red, you're kind of keeping Brogan off. Because Brogan can step onto the super now. Because there's the downside to step onto the super is you're in range of those two, but you were in range of those two at the beginning anyway. The only downside though is Dodger's still not quite there where she can be useful.
Yeah, using her gold now, it only gives her, 1 movement.
One more movement and Brogan could actually play aggressive because there are then cards that Dodger has that can help you.
I think red team. Oh,
but he's going to go for it.
and then
Confidence.
Then the flip on the token, or did they flip it already?
I wasn't watching the token. I've been watching
yeah.
what's going to be happening around this Mega Mini because this has to be for Brogan a gold coming. So it's been stopping the spawn point issue that Dodger can cause. There's now no spawn points for red to be powerful on for right now.
I mean, if Brogan decides to play gold on turn 1, he's dead. That's 2 huge attacks.
If he plays the gold, yeah.
Unless he goes for extra defense, but
so Brogan can play.
I think that's 7 or 8 defense he has on red right now, and 6 or 7 on green. So he could maybe survive this onslaught.
Have to see what Wasp levels, because Brogan could potentially play green.
Yeah, kick one of them in the face, push them.
Yeah. And then but the only downside is if Wasp then plays gold, he comes out very badly on that trade.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if he plays the gold, he's definitely got the minion, because he's not gonna go. I don't think he's gonna go down because he's got his red plus defense. He's not gonna go down until after that attack.
But by that time, Dodger will be in the fight as well. She can move 2, get in position to fire her gold if she wants at range, and even kill the super minion on turn 2 if she wants. There's nothing preventing her from doing that.
Definitely looks like Brogan's going to be gold or green. So I think we've got. So is that just pity coins all around? Well, we've got to have a level up from Wasp at this stage, surely.
Yeah, she's supposed to level.
So looking at the green cards, I'm suspecting she might go. The magnetic shield, I think, frees up initiative. I can't remember because she's taking. Oh no, hold on. Maybe she's taking that to hand. Interesting. There's a bit of me going, Wasp would not mind a point of initiative here.
Alright, we see an extra attack going for Wasp.
Yeah.
She decides to go for the displacement green. She can now just grab someone from a distance if it's not in a straight line and put them adjacent to her. It's a great combo with her red.
Yeah.
She has to play this carefully. With the extra attack, though, she's become deadly.
Yeah, very dangerous indeed. So Brogan, very quick, has made his choice. Certainly had the time to think about it. While the leveling up's going on. Dodge just having a think. I'm assuming it's a bit of a chat about, are you going to survive long enough to make it worthwhile for me to come anywhere near you, Brogan? Otherwise, am I just walking onto two characters I have to walk away from again?
Yeah, exactly.
And Wasp's choice is here because it comes down to what Brogan's choice is.
I mean,
Brogan plays green for the delay, and if Wasp takes a swing with red, she's not going to be happy. But
I
if
mean,
Brogan
if
plays gold,
Brogan has to
her
die
red will
today,
probably
I
go
think
through.
it's the best moment is right now. Maybe he's
Yeah.
gonna play gold. Yeah, he does it.
He plays gold.
And there's not 2 attacks from red team, so he will survive this.
Well, it's 7 attack. Yeah, he can defend it with his
I think with his green
red.
or
Can he
even
defend it with his
red.
green?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, maybe he
HP
can do it
bastard.
with his green, actually, yeah.
And Wasp is not fast enough to displace him. Interesting.
Dodge just gonna be a little bit careful if she walks in here.
Oh, that's 8 damage coming from Sabina. That's a lot of damage.
8 damage from Sabina.
E does it. Yeah, I think it's a good call because you get the gold now. You're not tier 3 yet, tier 2 character yet. So if you have to die, it's the perfect time.
No, exactly. It's and I think this is the thing is that in terms of a trade off, you're not giving up really a spawn disadvantage. A lot of money in the back pocket. You're kind of. It is somewhat stating though that we don't think we're going to win this push. But then the other thing is, if he doesn't go down this round by defending, he's got the ability to be a bit of a thorn in the side for them as they're moving.
And
so
if you know if both red team characters are committing to getting Brogan down, Dunger can just walk down the pre-throne and start killing minions over there.
Yeah, exactly. Walk down, pop one minion.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And that's red team in danger. He does block with a 7. That's not it.
7 on the green.
That's enough now because the super minion is out. He's got +1 defense.
So he's fine there. Shrugs off the biggest attack that was available. Now, Wasp can basically go hold. If she wants to hit the electrocute.
Yeah, she's faster.
But then
she's
if
displacing Sabina.
So you place Sabina down there. You're putting her on the right side. You're saving her a bit of movement. You're happy with your current position. You get to use your card for some value.
Brogan cannot attack any of them right now.
Yep. Could have actually tucked her one further deeper by actually putting her in the direct line. But then the problem is that puts her in probably range for what Dodger would like to do. There is now, though, an empty minion space next to Wasp.
It's not in the battle zone, so it doesn't
Oh,
count
yeah,
anymore.
the battle zone's gone, yeah.
Yep. If I was Dodger right now, I would
thank Brogan for sacrifice and start walking.
That's one possibility, but I'm thinking, you know, Sabina's out of her red, right? Wasp does not have the defense against ranged anymore. But yeah, she just says, you know what? Alright, you want to put some pressure on my boy? I'm gonna put some pressure on your little guys. And walks down that path. She's probably, Dodger's probably gonna use her green right now to have more movement. And, yeah, well, maybe not. She will only be able to kill 1 minion this round. Using green. We'll see what... Oh, and Tier went offline. Got it disconnect or something.
It could just be a visual bug as well. It's been happening a little bit with Tabletopia, for example, that missing dashboard that we had suffered.
I'm getting a message from Ryan that the portraits are not showing.
They are now.
They are. I mean,
Right, so
can you
two quick
just
attacks
confirm that,
onto
Ryan?
Brogan.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 quick attacks onto Brogan.
He defends, and I think that's all. Oh
I
my
mean, he's
God.
out, and there's a red, but oh my god, the
That
amount of
tankiness.
firepower
Yeah.
that has been thrown at Brogan to get rid of him.
8 defense on his red
Oh
card. That's
my
so
lord.
much. Yeah. He's blue team is in a great spot right now. I mean,
Yeah,
if I was Wasp, I would consider just using my red right now and leave Brogan over there and use the red to go back home. But maybe they want, Brogan to get out of there and want to get the kill. He's only
well,
worth one respawn token though.
yeah, Sabine's out of attacks, so she's not getting a minion.
Yeah.
Wasp can't get a minion in time unless Brogan goes down, which he's not, without her playing the attack. Dodger is about to will get 1 minion kill and stabilize the wave.
They will kill Brogan right now just for
Yeah,
the
they'll
fast
kill
travel.
Brogan. They've got nothing else they can do.
Yeah, exactly. And Sabine is probably gonna play something slow. Oh, she plays something fast. Oh, if she played her green right now, she could have fast travel and get really wherever she wanted. But no. Free movement. Well, I guess arguably that's enough for her to get a minion kill.
Oh, well, it would
turn.
be if she had an attack. Yeah, next turn.
Oh, next round, sorry.
Yeah.
Next is going to be a tie between Wasp and Dodger. So Wasp goes first.
Wasp should kill Brogan at this point because you've got no other value you can take.
Yeah, I think Brogan is happy right now.
Brogan is delighted with the value. That is huge value. That is walking into McDonald's, paying the 30p extra, and then going, "Thank you very much. I have a large fries. Oh, and I can get a milkshake for that. Oh, thank you."
Someone mentioned if Brogan played red right now, he would still be alive. Not sure about this. The tiebreaker was on red team.
If Brogan had played red, defend. Yeah, if Brogan had played red, but that red was dependent on Wasp not playing her electrocute, because he wouldn't survive the big Wasp hit if he didn't have the red card. So he kind of actually took the extra card off.
Wait, what did I just see? Oh my god, Dodger did not kill the minion.
No, but she's got her gold.
Oh, and she still got the gold. Oh my god, yeah. Okay.
So she gets
thought that was last turn for a second. I was looking at Wasp board and I'm like...
She gets the furthest minion in, and she's got an escape route through the enemy team's fountain. So this is a nice position for Dodger, because Brogan's going to come down the other side. So this kind of pulls the red team about.
All right, here's
I'm actually really happy Dodger spotted that and didn't go, "I'll take the minion from where I'm standing," instead going deeper into the enemy territory and getting the harder minions out the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if I was Dodger, I would have went for the 2 minions, because if you kill them, then you have this extra range on gold next round.
Yeah.
Interesting play here. You see that Wasp decides to go for closer to the minion. I don't know if she was in range, but she could have walked in the jungle, preventing fast travel for Brogan.
Yeah, but you're kind of walking to the jungle to prevent fast travel for the card that's going to come next round, which means that you're also sacrificing another round on there. With her being in the zone that she's in, she can still fast travel around to kind of pressure Dodger if Dodger steps through. So this keeps Wasp flexible, because Wasp can even pick up this minion and still have the fast travel to whichever side of the beach she needs to be available on. Now the downside is she doesn't have a boomerang, so it's a little bit harder to make that count.
All right, Sabina is going tier 2 right now. He decides to go for the primary green. Extra damage here. He wants to kill with those attacks. That's a lot of damage we have here for Sabina. That's 9 damage on a red if he can land it.
I can only imagine you're maybe just a touch frustrated about the fact that Brogan survived 3 hits.
Yep.
Brogan, by the way, let's see, how many levels ups has he got? Oh, he's got 2. That's yeah, that's a beastly Brogan.
Yeah, you can decide to go for a tier 3 card right now. Which one is it going to be? Oh.
Yeah, what does he favor in this matchup? So
Dodger goes for Necromancy tier 2.
Okay.
I wonder if she's going to respawn one of her friendly right now. It's out of the way of everyone.
It's a nice one to have in your pocket. The equivalent is the Dark of Ritual, which I think it's a little bit stronger in the longer game, just because that money kind of can add up a little bit more in the quiet spots. And also, I think Dark Ritual also plays better when you're playing in larger teams, where you can take the downturn to try and start accelerating anyway, keep the cash flowing.
Yeah.
So, you know, in when we've been having these really close games where it's been coming down to, you know, literally one minion, one misstep, the necromancy is a conditionally very powerful trick to have available.
Okay, so we see that Brogan goes for extra radius and he sticks to the shield. That's a very interesting thing on last push to pop out at the beginning of the round.
This is a little bit about what we talked about. Is if both of these guys decide to level up on that blue tree, the final push could get a little bit more complicated.
Also, he gets +1 defense, just to say to Sabina, you know what? I'm still going to defend against that.
Yeah,
red
I'm
of
still
yours.
keeping pace.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here's the flip.
Okay.
Turn 1. Sabina gets the gold.
Ooh, nice spot by Wasp. Not Wasp, Dodger.
Oh, great play there.
Yeah, Dodger's sitting there going like, these guys really want to get minions. They're positioned next to them. Either way I come out here, either I get a card off them, which is amazing, or if they move on me, all I've done is use up my silver and I'm still able to kind of get where I want to be. And, you know, I can react because I've got more of my flexible cards available afterwards. This is all down to the fact that Dodger spotted that red into gold still got the minion on the back and gave her the most distance away from the red team. So, right. So, yeah. They both grab the minions. And Dodger is going to ask Sabine to have one less card.
Right, Brogan runs in the jungle. Next turn, he can start.
Yeah.
And he's also in a good spot, you know, to use his blue, just go last or almost last. You know, it depends on what Wasp is going to use.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing. If he plays his blue, he just gets to mosey on across. If Wasp plays her blue, then actually she's lost her opportunity for any fast travel shenanigans, and now she's got a Brogan standing nearby. You've got to be aware that there's actually a bit of kill pressure on your team because Sabine's now down a card.
And Brogan does have this tier 3 charge now, so it's a lot of damage, and he can choose to go forward 2 or 3 spaces, go through minions.
He's got a charge right now if he wants it. If it's a little bit of the head game, so if like going, well, admittedly, I don't think it will kill Wasp on the grounds that Wasp has her red. So I don't think there's a lot of value to it because Brogan doesn't have the attack. This is a
Hmm.
tanky Brogan, as we've already covered for last round.
I wonder if Wasp is going to use the barrier right now. Maybe she
Barrier would be
sees,
good.
you know, because Brogan might think I have the surprise effect, and maybe she knows about it and just gonna pop the barrier, and that's a completely failed movement and charge from Brogan from
The
there on.
barrier seems reasonable. Because you know, as Wasps, you've still got access to minions that you can kill. You can still get
Yeah.
ahead on the wave. It forces Brogan by turn. In that case, if Brogan kind of thinks about that, then you can play his bulwark. Again, just to keep the cards open. But then at that point, maybe you just chance it and play a card, thinking, well, the other side of the coin is, you know, they're facing off against this free farming dodger.
All right. Here's the barrier. Yeah, she popped it. Just hoping for the charge to fizz, but then Brogan plays safe. With his movement. That's still a bummer for Brogan because he cannot get closer to the minions. But he can go into the center zone and at least prevent fast traveling for Wasp. During that time, Sabine is just having fun with minions. Interesting play there. Menacing Brogan. He's popping the shield. Interesting. That's an extra radius. So actually he's preventing the kill on the blue minion close to Sabina right now.
Yeah, and again, actually, this is a really nice thing with the flexibility of this blue with that extra radius is that he can play the blue because if Wasp actually didn't put static shield, he could still walk in and actually be able to get some value out of it.
Mm.
Meanwhile, you know, it's up now, and there's an added bonus +1 radius. Yeah, there's that 1 minion, but even if there wasn't, he could kind of like walk in. But yeah, Brogan can just stand here quite happily and start denying the pushback.
Mm. And Dodger, during that time, she has her gold and her red still. She can get 2 minions. Wasp. What is she going to try to do now? She needs to reposition. Either to get a minion or an attack on Brogan. She has a lot of damage as well. Probably gonna use her green. Yeah. And she can also just teleport Brogan, you know, if she wants, and he's going to be out of radius.
Well, no, Brogan's out of range. Brogan is
okay.
Brogan's just being super annoying and playing bulwark. It's just like, fine, I'm denying minion kills.
Yeah,
Having a good time.
just
Oh, it's
delaying
gotta be
this.
so frustrating. So yeah, Wasp can pull the minion, and she can pull it to a point where it'll be out of range of the bulwark.
Of the shield and
Of the
in
shield, yeah.
range of Sabina.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a tie there between Dodger and Wasp, so Dodger will go first.
Okay. So Dodge going first.
What?
Oh no, it's +1 initiative on. It's 11 on.
On Wasp. All right.
Wasp. So yeah, you want to think about where you put this. That's fine. So yep, that's outside of the 3. Therefore, they can actually finally kill this minion.
I think it's my fault removing the portraits. Okay, I get it.
Now, meanwhile, which one does Dodger pick off? She's already picked it. And where does Sabine move to? She's got 2 boots to walk somewhere.
They can get 1 minion more, but not 2 right now.
Oh, Necromancy is not available for Dodger. She elected to use it earlier in the round. Not
yeah,
that it would have made a difference anyway, because it's the early version, so all it would do is put down a minion as opposed to in exchange for an attack. So it's Dodger's better using her attacks anyway, because it puts gold in her back pocket. So it'll be, I think the way it's looking is the super minion is going to be left for on the blue team side.
Yeah,
So there'll be
probably
one down
Sabina's
there.
just gonna position now to be able to get it shot on turn 1 next turn.
Well, Sabine has a shot just now on Brogan right now.
Okay.
And there's not much downside to playing a red here. There we go.
He's
He's going to take a little hop step
probably
away.
just gonna get away, yeah.
Yeah, just, oh, thank you. Anyway, yeah, first thing happens, Dodger gets even more money. It's been a good round for Dodger. Plenty of cash. Ooh, now he's walking across.
Oh.
What's he got left? He's got his red. He's got his red.
He can take it.
He's
no
actually
worries.
just going like, do you want to take the shot? Do you remember what happened last time?
Oh wait.
Oh, how
Minion
trolled.
displacement. Okay. She's just gonna walk. Oh.
So there, that's interesting. Why is she? That's not a good position for Dodger. Weird. Push every adjacent enemy 3 spaces. I mean, is this a collapse onto Dodger? So where's Wasp going at this stage? I mean, you don't really want to give up this battle zone and give Brogan free movement. We saw a little bit last night about what happens when you let Brogan get multiple fast travels near a battle zone.
I mean, Brogan needs to get this small minion that's, on the other side of the beach right now. If they decide to commit to the second push win.
Well, yeah, if they commit to the push, but I don't know even if they're that worried. I mean, the onus is on red.
They can't win the second push right now. Brogan is too far away.
So Wasp is going to go adjacent, looking for the potential.
Well, if Wasp doesn't stay where she is, then blue team does have a shot at it. No, if I was Wasp, I would just stay there.
Do you activate and then push the blue minion 2 spaces in?
I mean,
probably no real advantage to it.
No, because that's your minion.
Oh, what are they doing? What's happening here?
I don't know.
Because Sabine's moved back to where she started.
Going on.
Oh, of course, the thing is, we're saying about the reposition and all that. Brogan's one-step move puts him in 3 range of the blooming minion again.
Oh.
By playing gold, he's again denied that minion. Brogan is the reason.
But
that
why?
They're not killing.
Okay, but why is Sabina
moving back?
Rewinding? I mean, she resolved the card.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure Dez is have things going on that he's checking.
Artie says, so what happened was Sabina announced a shot at the minion. Yeah?
Oh, she announced the shot at the minion.
Okay.
Attempted the attack, so then Brogan discards. Yep. Well, then, yeah, that's happened. So, yeah, Brogan manages to actually trick Sabine into the shot. She didn't realize that he got that one space then closed it out.
Hmm.
Oh, sneaky barbarian elf. Right. Okay. And at this point, we've got a bit of level ups going on now. Where is Dodger gonna go for our first tier 3? You got opportunity of necromancy for further shenanigans because I mean they're not in a terrible place for trying to force the win on push.
I mean,
If
if I
you,
was Dodger right now, I would just pick necromancy, and
I think it's got to be
that's
because
GG. You know.
yeah, just turn around and go. So far, Brogan survived everything they've thrown at them, pretty much.
They
and
want to prevent the kill on
tied
the
it up.
minion, and they really, committed about this. But at the same time, Dodger can just do work. Kill one,
Yeah.
spawn another one. That's 3 versus 2. That's 4 versus 2. I mean, Wasp and Sabina, they have to react to this. Now, what
Oh God, yeah.
Sabina could do if she's able to level up right now is to take the green card and try to get the minion lead and use the green before. But it's a tricky spot. They're equalized now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
if
a
she grabs
safe.
turn the
It's not a
tide.
safe bet at all.
I mean, turn the tide, if nothing else, could allow for kind of that one more turn if the wheels do come off. And okay, let's see where the level ups start going. So
Change of mind
yeah,
from Dodger. She decides to go for. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but we'll see it on the. I think we'll see
Okay.
the flip once the cards are selected because I believe Sabina's got a choice unless that was a pity gold for a fourth one. I don't think it was. I think she had the money. Wasp has been a bit cash starved here. If nothing else, the economy game that Blues managed to get here is just grinding red bit by bit. You can definitely in this game play underneath from underneath, but it can get a little harder to find those spots. So okay, Wasp and Sabine have squared up for round 3 of Brogan versus the World.
All right. Wasp decides to go for extra damage. I think it's a good choice in the sense that if they want to commit to killing, if they get Brogan now, because they're both of they're 2 versus 1.
Oh yeah,
If they
yeah.
can get Brogan, and probably they will if they decide to commit to it, that gets them really close to winning by kill. The problem is, Dodger can just do her routine spawn minion, kill another red, and then that's
she's
victory.
not going to get the kill me. Yeah, that's assuming that the red team can't get one minion, and there's one minion in pretty easy reach. Brogan may be tough, but I don't think he's going to take all 4 attacks to take him out. I mean, he can prove me wrong again.
They've upgraded twice attack on both of the heroes. I think they're trying to set things so that they can just hit Brogan for a very fast kill and use another one of their attacks to equalize with minions.
So again,
and
we've
then
got
Brogan is out of the way.
If you're Brogan, are you going for the crushing blow for your opener, or are you going for gold to kind of give you the options?
I would not go for the crushing blow because it gets Wasp closer to her minions, although it prevents you from being attacked. If I was Brogan right now, I would try to attract as much attention as possible. And even try to land my shield ability, maybe on turn 1. Hoping that Sabina does not fire a shot at the minion instantly.
I somewhat feel the blue is a little greedy because I don't think you're going to get your shield down. Soon you have to discard a card again for the shield. the way they position says they're going to fight you, and I'm just not sure you're going to be able to get the value off the shield. I mean, to be fair, playing it as a blue initiative and saying I think I can take 2 hits and then walk away, I think that's a slightly different matter, because then you're kind of playing you've taken the hits, you walk away, they can follow you, which you're delighted about at that stage because you're asking them for more resources. But I don't know if you try and land it as a skill card.
We see that Dodger went for red upgrade instead of necromancy. I wonder what's the idea behind that. Necromancy would have been a really safe bet right now.
Necromancy is a really safe bet. +1 movement. Is she thinking, trying to find a way to get to that last minion? I don't see how it's going to pan out.
I think she wants to get there and maybe land a good hit. Red team right now does not have a lot of defense items, so they're kind of fragile. Sabina will go and get the minion.
Yeah, Sabina's gone for the minion. They've just decided, no, we've done this dance before. We're not going through all of this again. We've had enough. Seriously, had enough of the Brogan.
Interesting choice here by magnetic for Wasp. We're using magnetic beacon.
I think with this one is that Wasp is just trying to kind of like play a little bit of the waiting game with Brogan. I mean, she knows that she has this big haymaker that she's looking to land, and again, it's just this idea of going like, well, what's Brogan going to... Realistically, you're not under threat of Brogan killing you standing where you are. So playing a reactive card is by no means a bad thing.
You see, this +1 movement from Dodger is really giving her an edge right now. She can actually target Sabina or the minion. Great play here.
Yep. I mean, this is now pressure from the other side. In fact,
she's out of range from Sabina's attacks. Really great spot to be in.
Yeah, I mean that's where this +1 range is upsetting when you're Sabina. But then Sabina played the gold when it was available.
Oh my god, Sabina is in a world of hurt if they do not react quickly. And Wasp is not gonna go and defend. Or is she? Maybe she just wants to be in Brogan's way.
Well, Brogan's got a charge lane right now. That is not stopping Brogan from doing what he'd like to do. Oh god! Oh no! No! Now, you're pretty much saying here that we've got to kill Brogan this shot, because if Brogan plays red, he does get to the minion. Dodger just walks her way back to the other one, takes it. I
mean, Wasp can prevent the charge using the barrier right now, and I'm pretty sure this is what she's going to do.
Yeah.
Problem is, if Brogan sees this, he can just use green and it will be faster. They have the tie on their side.
Again, this is one of those things where there's so many permutations and how this comes out, and you've got Dodger on the side, kind of looking to take the hit, take a swing. Sabine could play red here, looking for Brogan, try and get the big punch. We could be looking at a double
Sabina lands her attack, that's red gone for Brogan. If he attacks at the same time. I mean, if Brogan is using red right now, I think he's dead. So and Sabina used her red.
Yeah. I think then green feels quite nice for Brogan. The other option is play the gold, because if nothing else, you get to kind of step away if Sabina's got red, because you can just take that one step to the side. I think gold or green. Realistically, given Brogan's situation, he's already shown a little bit of heads up play about the static shield, so he knows that's an option.
It's a tricky spot for Wasp. She wants to land that red. She really wants to be able to use it to do the full damage. But if Brogan goes green, he can just evade this. I would play the barrier just to make sure he cannot go away. Oh, here's
Whoa. There was a card there. It seems to
okay.
be flipped.
Here it is.
Right, so it is barrier. Brogan heads up, takes green.
Yeah, I think Brogan is not happy about this. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that Sabine is going to give a card to Wasp right now.
You say that Brogan's not happy about it. Brogan has the opportunity to punch Wasp away from everything.
Oh, that is
For
true.
free.
Yeah, and he goes first.
Yes.
That would be a huge relief. And also Sabina. Oh, Sabina goes first, right? At 11. Oh, there's a tie.
So Sabina,
Oh, the token is gonna flip. Brogan
So
will
token-
not go before Wasp, but he can still use the punch.
he still uses a punch. Doesn't have to. Yeah, doesn't have to walk anywhere.
Oh,
Oh my lord! Yeah, that was the big hit. Sabine couldn't take the hit from the blazing skull because that's 7 damage.
oh my god.
No, Sabine, you're worth 2 spawn tokens.
Yep. Please update the overlay before someone kills me on the chat.
And yeah, I haven't even had a chance to get around to the fact of does Sabine live, but no, because the blue initiative just and second, Sabine had 11 initiative. Yeah, 11 initiative for the skull. For some reason I thought the skull was going to be in my head it was 9, so I thought that was fine. Yeah, Wasp is punched into the middle of nowhere. Oh dear me.
A great play from Dodger, really, to just.
Oh.
She was so focused on minions, I think the red team just lost interest in her, and then here she comes back with this huge damage.
In fairness, I think Sabina played the fastest initiative card that she had.
Yeah.
I think she saw the threat and played the fast initiative card she had.
She must have been surprised by this 10 initiative on the attack from Dodger. That's
Yeah,
a fast skull.
I mean, otherwise, at the end of the day, you in some ways you go like, I'm just going to play the blooming booby trap, take my death, and then maybe be able to walk in and start causing trouble again. It's the only thing that really explains the blue there. Wasp is fuming right now, just absolutely fuming about how Brogan has danced around her. And the worst, and to rub salt into the wound, Brogan is now free to play red, to pick up the minion on that
there's
side.
nothing they can do about it.
Dodger's free to move around to pick up the minion on the other side that Sabine realistically can't. I mean, she's got red, but you just don't care as blue because that's the game. Unless Sabine kills the blue.
Oh, it's a tiebreaker situation. If Sabine goes to kill the blue minion right now, right? And blue team kills both minion, it's a tie between both super minions. So it's actually who's getting the shot first, and they're both at 12 initiative, both at +1. It really depends on where the tiebreaker is going to be.
Yeah, they've both got money in the bank. But Dodger's not closing in on the other minion.
Oh, that's a weird choice. They want to win with the kills, I believe. They say, you know what? Let's be aggressive. Okay. Brogan using gold right now. He's not gonna charge.
Interesting he's elected not to charge there. He's also letting Wasp spin by doing this. I mean, admittedly, it's Wasp with a blinding dagger, because Wasp has used electrocute. I suppose in some ways he's going like, if you're going to fast travel, you're kind of going to be pretty much anywhere you want to be regardless.
Yeah.
So I may as well get my position on.
Yeah, and he still has the
actually,
charge.
hold on. I see. Yeah, he's still got the charge across to the farm minion, and Dodger can take the minion nearest the treasury pile.
But then
She's standing
Sabina
next
is
to two
gonna
empty
use the
spots.
control, and she can move the minions around. She could actually prevent Dodger from having the range on her attack by moving the super minion.
That will be the following round. Yeah, on the draw, that's the following round. It's yeah. See where Sabina goes with this. Wasp is actually just not really liking her options, quite frankly. It looks like. So like, where do I want to be?
If she does that, she has to discard a card. Freaky idea.
Well, yeah. So she discards a card.
Brogan
She definitely
cannot
wants
attack though. She knows she's
definitely
safe.
wants her gold. Yeah, I mean, it's no loss to discard a card here because you're not threatened by either character.
One other possibility we did not think about is Dodger using her blue right now and respawning one of their minions. I think, depending on what Sabina is doing, she still has the option to equalize.
Can Brogan survive a dagger? Yes, because dagger is 3. With +2 attack, it's 5. He's got +2 defense. His bulwark is a 3. So Brogan is safe to play charge if he knows his
Wait,
number.
yeah, he's safe. You're right.
So if he knows his numbers, he's safe to charge, and then Dodger can kind of just do what she likes in some regard, either to spawn or to, well, obviously it depends on where Sabina goes, but Sabina can't get on Dodger from anywhere where she's standing.
You know, if Sabina decides to move the small minion close to the red throne, that's, Brogan
Yeah,
cannot charge
that's
anymore.
that's the way to stop it.
Yeah, she's gonna do it. Oh no, she's
No,
just walking! Oh my god. I'm scared for the red team right now.
It does mean that she's at the end of the line when Brogan comes flying in.
Yeah. You might be right about this.
I'm not sure who comes out, so it's blue initiative.
He's going afterwards. I think he's at 8 with the charge.
Is he
Plus
8
1.
with the charge with +1? She's like 9.
She's 9 plus 1.
Yeah, this doesn't work out because the initiative's too high. I'm just double checking what it's throwing at. 'Cause it's at 3 yet. I think you're right. I think Sabina goes on first.
It's a safe play right now for Sabina to just play red.
Yeah, I mean she's playing red because she's out of range of Brogan. She's out of range of Dodger. Who knows what's going to happen? You might not have your numbers quite right, and it's got the highest printed move number on it.
I just realized that Sabina could not have moved the super minion to prevent the fire from Dodger. So Dodger's
It's
probably
immune.
going
Yeah.
to use
Well,
her gold right now and get the
no, yeah,
minion
because
at
the
the end.
range wasn't enough to get to the super minion. Well, if she played red to come out, she could have then pulled it in with green after.
You know, I think it would be a safer play for Dodger right now to respawn using blue, because they actually prevent red team from getting the last hit on the super minion, and that gives the blue team a bit more time to get the last one.
Yeah, I kind of like the necromancy because you're adding more targets. You're making it harder for them to get back in. You're again pulling those resources away. But
She's
no,
not.
actually no, because this is game. This is game.
Oh.
So Brogan is going to. They're each going to get. Yeah, there's going to be 2 minions go down. So Dodger takes this minion. This was what I spotted earlier on. So Dodger takes this minion. Brogan gets hit by the dagger. He defends with bulwark. He then charges the 3 spaces along to the last melee minion.
Yep.
Melee minion goes down.
Oh,
2 blue minions up.
look at this.
1 red minion.
Not happening.
Oh yeah. This is how to stop it. This is exactly how to stop it. Because if you don't do this, the game is done.
And she just moves in front.
Well spotted. Yep.
Perfect.
So not for yeah, exactly. I can't, either she knows she can't kill Brogan or she's not sure she can't kill Brogan. There's no point whatsoever. Meanwhile, Red does get the minion now. Oh, sorry, yeah, they draw if they'd actually gone off. So now they actually claw it back the other way. And it's actually a push for Red.
Save the day. Red saved the day.
So Wasp, one space and just being faster is what makes a difference. Now, at this point, Brogan, position for what you want to do next. Now, I quite like the fact he's between the two of them.
Mm.
Pressure on Wasp.
That's a lot of area he's covering right now with the charge.
Yeah, it's a lot of areas covering with charge. There's a little bit about me about going, you could step into the battle zone of where it's gonna be and have a few options. But this works as well. Now, again, we've got a little bit of bad news here for the red team because, well, Sabina has got a lot of money in her back pocket right now because of how this has panned out. So she's got 2 level ups. Dodger's got another level up. We're seeing characters scale up here quite a bit.
Actually, Sabina is one coin away from double level.
Oh, she's one way from double. So she still is, though, getting her first tier 3 upgrade. But Dodger's getting her second tier 3 upgrade. Brogan's pity coining, as is Wasp, who has been doing a reasonable job disrupting, but coming off a little bit worse for wear in some of these 50-50s with the cards as they've been coming.
It's possible that Sabina decides to go for the shootout red now. She
Try
can
and
use
raise it.
She can use the jungle to go right behind. Also, it's an escape from Brogan's wrath. And if all characters are she's going for committing.
She's going for it. She's committing to the kills. I mean,
it's one more initiative here. That's really good for her.
Yeah, she has been getting a bit punished from being just one out. And it is even more damage, which means there are less cards on Brogan's side that can block.
Who else
I mean,
has
Dodger
been
can never ever take a hit from Sabina from that, pretty much. Dodger has to level. So Dodger's making a selection. Yeah, cards going back in hand. With Dodger, it's either the blue or the green. I've got to be honest, it's hard to look past the necromancy at this stage, isn't it? Let's see. Prove me wrong. Hate Darkest Ritual. To be fair, I can't remember what the stats are on each of the cards, so stats do make a big difference.
Not going for necromancy.
She's going for initiative. She wants the initiative, and she's got the ability to copy the last skill played. That could be relevant at times. There's a couple of nice cards that Wasp has available that could work out quite well there. Sabina's got situationally powerful cards. Bear in mind that the whole deputize thing, that could now swing both ways.
All right. The siphon allows her to copy a card that was discarded.
Yeah, discarded. It's even better. Yeah, because it's the level 3 version.
But what can Team Blue do right now? I mean, they're close to the minions, but not as close as they would like to be. And Brogan is not in a position to charge right now, and he's inside the circle of Wasp.
Yeah. Well, he's inside the circle of Wasp, but if Wasp can't realistically static barrier, because if Brogan charges and Dodger plays gold, then Wasp has somewhat sealed her fate.
Well,
So
Dodger cannot
shield
kill
isn't
right
an
now.
option.
She cannot use the spawn points. So unless she has her ultimate, which is not the case.
But the thing is, I don't even think you need to get the kill at this point. I think even if you just land red without anything with a bull charge on the back end, there's
Yeah.
it's a bit hopeful, but at the same point it means that there's no way I play static shield here because that's the game.
And you know what? Dodger is faster with her red than Wasp with her green, so
So
that's an attack on
she
Wasp.
is, yeah, she's literally just saying, "I'm just going to take this card off you. Thank you very much."
Yeah. Sabina all the while is using 5 damage on Brogan, who just discards his silver to defend.
Yep.
That's the tankiness. And he's gonna pop shield.
Is he going to
Oh
pop it?
no, I don't think so. He's too far away.
Yeah, no, I think I think basically when you see Dodger play this red, and considering that Dodger's only target is Wasp, once that card goes to the discard pile, as Brogan, you should be seeing red and walking onto Wasp. Wasp has to walk away here. Just walk away. You've got no shenanigans here. You do not want Brogan on top of you at this stage.
It really depends as well if Dodger commits to the attack, though.
I mean, the other option is she's using it for his movement.
Yeah.
The attack's fine. And this that whole thing. Remember, it's like she just took that upgraded green, so she's fishing for discard cards as well.
She landed the attack, so
Yeah.
Wasp discarding her blue.
Oof,
That's
discarding blue.
Yeah, she will not be able to use this for turn 3 reposition, or if she wants to attack. Now she has to move, and she's kind of in the blind, really.
Where I'm kind of like wondering that one is, could she not have discarded her silver there?
Wait, that's 3 damage. No, silver is
3?
only 1, and she has
Silver's
only 1
1.
defense. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, it's 3. It's the upgraded one. Yeah. God, it's tier 3. Me and numbers in this game. Sometimes I'm a savant. Sometimes I am an idiot savant. So, where does Wisp wish to go? So she's looking for support.
Yeah. Play as help.
I don't know about this. Brogan plays gold here. Does Wasp get away if Brogan plays gold? Initial counters with blue. Brogan walks, though.
He doesn't want to have. He's walking into a strange direction, but yeah, he just doesn't want to be close to Wasp.
He's got a charge. He's got multiple charges, in fact.
And actually using the charge right now will give him a minion. If and Wasp, there's nothing she can do about it because she used her displacement and the barrier would not prevent the charge.
Yeah, in fact, it'd be a terrible idea again to play that because Brogan just only takes 2 steps and puts the axe in the back of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
This is red. This is definitely. I mean, Brogan doesn't have to play red here, but this is like a really dangerous red that's available. That the red team now is calculating.
If Brogan plays red, that means that Wasp has to play gold, and that's a fumbled attack. She's just using it for reposition. Of course, it's the same for Brogan, but they are closer to the minions.
I suspect the blue team are smelling blood here with Wasp. So yeah, Brogan's literally just taken this step to set up a horrible range of red attacks that, let's say there's only one card that can be burnt out. That, I mean, yeah, here's the other thing: it's both Sabina and Wasp are under threat. Neither of them are getting away scot-free from this charge. I mean, Wasp's definitely the favored target.
Well, Sabina can play blue right now, and she has 2 options. The option to give a card, she could give her red to Wasp if need be, or she can just walk away and get out of the charge away. allowing her to move into the zone to get a minion kill through the jungle. But that's not a good idea. They want to stick together. They want to be able to maybe land a kill on Brogan, even though he's really tanky. He's only
They want to
3
land
cards
kill
left.
or be able to disengage safely to start
Mm.
getting up into the
Yeah.
minions. And blue team are not making it easy for them to get away.
Charge has
Yeah,
been
there's the
called.
charge.
Oh my god, I think that's game.
Ooh, now,
No, Wasp can get away. She's got enough
Wasp-
initiative.
yeah, because she's down. Yeah. Well, I'm about to say 'cause she's down blue, green, and now red, so she better be able to get away.
Sabina moves out of
Yep.
dodge. Wasp will then go at 10.
Needs to find a safe spot, of which there are a few. Yeah, I think she's looking at the one by the rock. Okay.
And if I was Brogan right now, I would not charge in there. He's 1 card down.
He is 1 card down. The other option he can charge over to the one on the other side.
Yeah.
Because
Dodger can fast travel now.
Dodger can now fast travel. Dodger's got fast movement boots. She's got the green available, so she should be able to find another. She might have a little bit of difficulty finding another minion. The only downside to this is you might end up just a little bit behind because the red team have got the potential of 2 attacks now. Can Sabine get to a position?
That's great
Actually,
play by Team Red right now. They're in a great position. Sabine can threaten the kill on Brogan anytime with her red.
Yeah,
And
it's good, but
yeah,
the downside
he's gonna
is
get away.
yeah, the downside is that actually Wasp has only got silver and gold left. Now, because she's only got silver and gold, there's only 1 minion that she can kill. Sabina has got red, green, and silver left. So her green doesn't, I think, get her in range for a different minion. So red team can only pick up 1 minion this round. I think. Watch me get proven wrong.
No, because if Sabina uses green right now, she can get close to the blue minion beside Wasp, and Wasp can also move now. Oh no, she can't move.
No. That's the thing. Wasp has only got gold and silver left
She
because her
can't
blue's gone.
move.
Yeah, there's only 1 minion in range of both of them.
Will this game stretch all the way down to the last push? I mean, Dodger can have a shot at the red minion that's over here, close to Sabina and Wasp. Stay safe, or you're gonna get shot by this new red. Oh, nope.
Where are you thinking you can be here, Dodger?
Okay. It's actually a weird position. Sabina is really threatening right now. She has her green.
Scary.
She has her green, and she can use it to move last. Dodger already used her low initiative card. She will have to go first, and Sabina just plays red at range 2, and Dodger doesn't have it. We'll see the green. Yeah. Oh, is she going to use the Soul Siphon?
For a primary action card in the discard of an enemy hero in radius. There's only 1 discarded card, and it is the Magnetic Beacon.
And it's too far away. Oh yeah. So Dodger is gonna move first. Sabina's really happy right now.
The funny thing is, had Dodger, I mean, I'm just taking a look at this now. It's movement 4.
Oh, she can just go and kill a minion. She has a +1 movement.
Well, no, she's only got 4 moves. So from where she's standing, Dodger can't get adjacent. But had she actually gone onto the beach, she could have got adjacent.
With 4 movement, she can get to the red minion close to the red super.
Oh gosh, no, she's looking at reds. I always do this when we flip back.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, she can just walk up to the red minion.
She can walk up to any enemy right now.
Now, but the only downside of her walking up to the red minion is that she
Oh
can get
wait,
stepped
that's
on
GG.
by.
I see a good game here.
Okay.
If Dodger walks to Wasp right now,
Yep.
she lands the gold first on next turn, and Wasp has no answer to it, and that's game.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is she gonna do it? Nope, she
That
doesn't
was a good
see it.
spot by you. I didn't see it. Instead, she's going on to Sabine.
If Sabine, but then it's the same scenario. If Sabine plays her red right now, well, next.
Yeah. Then she's got the advantage to be able to. This, yeah, it's a
No,
good threat.
actually, yeah, that doesn't work. That was a misplay by Dodger, I believe, because Sabina will walk after that. She can get out of range from Dodger's gold. Oh my god.
Yeah, she could have got the wasp there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, kill victory that just went out of their hand. Is she going to move the minion? No, she wants to get away from the gold.
Yeah, it doesn't come out horribly well to take that gold.
Oh, Sabina
because-
not staying in range. That's a weird idea. She could have just used the red.
Yeah, she could have played red, but now she's given the freedom for Dodger to be able to do something different. So, let's see.
All right, here it comes. The gold from Dodger at 14. She can fast travel with this.
Brogan gets another minion.
And Sabina will not get one.
Yep. So that was the thing. It was the only minion in range on that side for them. It's the disadvantage. The blue team did a good job of putting the pressure on red to make the disengage as difficult as possible. Brogan now. So yeah, Dodger's just continuing to threaten, quite frankly. Brogan moves in. Dodger's got to be a little bit careful though, because she could be collapsed on. Although the problem is they don't really have that luxury when they're about to be down on minions. The way they are. It's just multiple avenues of pressure.
Yeah, in hindsight, I believe that Sabina played well. She knew that Dodger could fast travel with her gold, so she would not be able to land the hit.
Yeah, it's
and now
just
she
one of
has
these
one
things.
more movement, to get closer to the minions.
It's just been very nicely and carefully played out. Dodger has been doing a really nice job of harassing, with Brogan being the other side of the coin, offering to, punch in and take the blows. And Sabina haven't managed to kind of put it together to kind of like get on the same page to do sort of like a similar 1-2 punch effectively. Now, this is the tight spot. So there's going to be one minion goes away. So it's 3 plays 5 in minions on the field. Dodger's in position to take one immediately. This is a really tough spot for red team.
Yeah, they can. Blue team can get the win by turn 3 if they are not hampered with. I mean, Wasp can use the barrier to prevent some stuff from happening, but I'm not sure she can prevent Brogan from getting in position. I think Wasp right now, she just wants to be able to land a good
And
a good red
frustratingly,
attack.
both red players, Wasp and Sabina, are short 1 gold to be able to level up. Meanwhile, Brogan's over the line, and he's got a level up to take. So Brogan's going to be potentially adding on more powerful stats. See where he's going to go with it. In terms of options,
Red team does not have the option to kill Dodger right now. She can fast travel
Nope.
out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Thing is, they can collapse. They can try to collapse on Brogan, and they have enough damage to be able to land a kill after 2 or 3 attacks.
The thing is that if you're collapsing on Brogan and Dodger then takes 2, how do you then also get out from under the minion deficit as well? Brogan is the tank, by the way, now.
Yeah, and they're not winning. There's 1 level left for Brogan to be tier 3. So even if they kill Brogan, they're not gonna win the game with that. It's a
The
dire
ring...
situation for Red team, sadly.
It's a bit of a shame that Sabina's further up than Wasp, because turn 1 booby trap could have at least opened up the potential, quite a big amount of kill potential, or or at least cause the delay. It's probably, well, I still think in some ways you actually go for the booby trap on turn 1, because you can still potentially cause trouble with it.
And you know what Wasp is going to do? She's gonna displace Brogan now. And try to get him as far as possible from the super minion. But then it's kind of a double-edged sword, because he's closer to the other red, and Dodger can just fast travel to go to the other side, then play her green or even her blue card.
Well, that's the other thing, is that Wasp can actually... Wasp has got effectively a hook on either of them, and she can put them where they're in range of both Wasp and Sabina.
Oh, wait.
But then the problem is, it's maybe a bit too early to make that play, because there'll be enough cards to go.
That's a great play here from Wasp. If Dodger decides to wait. Can Dodger kill Wasp right now? That's a lot of damage here. That's 7 damage on Wasp.
Oh, it's so fast.
But she's adjacent to a friendly. Oh, I think Wasp can survive this by discarding a red. And if Dodger doesn't kill Wasp and kills a minion instead, then Wasp will just be able to pull her adjacent to her.
It's just going to be interesting in where this hit goes. She's elected to take... Where is it going?
Brogan playing the shield. He just wants to walk.
Okay, so Sabina takes a minion. So she's using gold there. Take the minion. Try and take off some of the pressure.
Yeah. Dodger still thinking. I don't believe it's a kill. Yeah, she's attacking Wasp. Oh my god. Wasp can defend with a 6 shield +1. And the minion. That's just enough.
Yeah, but now as Wasp, do you want to play telekinesis on anybody?
Yeah, and you know that Dodger's gonna attack first, but I think Dodger's gold is not enough to kill her. That's 3 damage. Barely enough. And, Wasp can just discard anything.
Yeah, but then Wasp has got nothing left. Brogan's Brogan's now plus movement. See, no, he's only got the plus radius. It's not terrible, because Brogan can take the 2 steps around, hit this minion. If you do hit Wasp again with the gold, and Wasp can't get to a safe spot. Like she's, she is in sitting duck territory.
All right, the telekinesis on Dodgers happening.
Okay, this is the right spot as well because you want it to be in range of Sabina.
Yep. Oh, maybe not then.
It is so dangerous because you took that hit.
Mm.
Your red is down. I mean, Brogan's not there next turn. That being said, you're backed into a corner. You've got to make a play.
Mm.
It might not pan out, but you have to kind of make a play. Brogan still has 2 attacks. The downside is red team only have 2 attacks. So if Brogan just takes 2 minions, even if you kill Dodger, if you use both your attacks to do so,
All right.
how far behind are you? But Brogan selecting,
He wants to get the minion because he doesn't want red team to be able to get the even, to even out.
Yeah, the minion lets him step in as well. So
Yeah.
it's actually nice for opening up the charges too.
Mm.
Dodger plays silver.
I don't know. Maybe she wants to get out of there. If she plays green right now, she will have the lead, but that's a token flip. If she plays gold, she has a chance to decide where she's going. Whereas, is Sabina going to use red right now? I don't think it's a good idea. She should be patient. There it is. And, yeah, Dodger is so fast now. She's at 13.
Yeah.
She can just walk away and use. Oh my god! Can she use the? She's gonna use the primary of Wasp against her.
Oh god.
That's GG.
Oh, no. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's Soul Siphon. Nobody saw it coming.
Certainly Wasp didn't, because otherwise that teleport.
Soul Siphon for the win. Wait, let's just make sure we're calling the right thing. Is she just gonna move?
It's definitely going off first.
She's moving. Move. Why?
Does she think that she can't go through the blue?
No. That should be a warning.
She might have been worried she couldn't go through the blue with it, but she could.
Why? Oh, come on.
But then this is also pretty safe.
I mean, she just won there. There's no safety in this. She had the game.
If she won, if she knew the information. If she's guessing about where the blue was in defense,
she didn't know about the blue's defense.
So yeah, if she didn't know the blue's defense, then the thing is. By the way, top tip for you guys if you're playing this game: if you're not sure about numbers, if you want to have a rough idea, you can always check the level up cards and press spacebar because you'll actually see what the numbers were of the thing they didn't take. Now, there are some variances, but it does give you a bit of a better idea about the approximate numbers.
Now, Murray, what you just said is illegal in tournament.
Is it?
Yes. You cannot
God.
You cannot look at the enemy's cards. Never.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not look at the tournament rules. This is me as a caster doing it because, quite frankly, I can. I meant the cards played underneath the dashboard, so you can't look at those either.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can only see the upgrade value, not the card itself.
Good to know.
Yep.
This is what I get for not being a participant. that makes it just that bit harder on the players. You know, and we as casters have that information. Okay. So,
You know what I would like to see now is a turnaround from Team Red. I'm not sure it's possible, but
no, because we're
they don't
looking
have
at
any attacks left.
they're out of attacks. There's 4 blue minions.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the call.
They call the win.
Yeah, I don't blame them because it's like we've got no attacks left. We can see the sums. There's no way to kind of get there. We've got no way to manipulate the field. GG.
All right. I will. Yep. Post game discussion. We're coming. Guards game. That's tournament 1, right? Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh my God! What a game! That was incredible to see. The comeback from Team Red after the first push, but also what happened with the Soul Siphon.
That one surprised
Not
me
enough
too.
rating.
You were afraid of?
He wasn't close enough to use it.
Wasn't close enough to use it.
And if I was close enough to use it, then I pull Wasp out of range of the minion, but in range to attack me after I play the Soul Siphon.
I think he means the Soul Siphon you just did, where you could have slapped Wasp with her red.
Yeah.
Yep.
She has exactly enough. She has 1 defense item and a minion, and I think her blue is 4 defense, and her red is
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
okay.
so? Oh, good call.
That would explain it, yeah. Nice.
Perfect call, yeah. Great. Good call there. We were all cheering for the Soul Siphon, but you know, only because we want to see it used as much as possible. Yeah.
I think
Looking
we had
for
a
it.
chance. I think we had a chance if at the end of last round, Sabina had moved here
Yeah, if I moved
Mhm.
here.
instead of over here, because then Brogan could not take this kill or he would die.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
Great game,
Yeah,
guys.
that's a
Both
fair
teams
spot.
really well played.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Any
game.
Good game.
comments?
And it was a tight game.
Yeah.
Yeah, very close.
It was tighter than most of the ones I've watched on the stream. I only watched a couple, but it was
Yeah.
pretty neck and
I
neck
was-
there.
I was really impressed. I wasn't expecting Park to perform that well.
It's the Brogan play was crazy, especially at the early game. But then you know this this Wasp gold that prevented a charge in the pre-throne. We were like,
yeah.
oh my
spot.
God, that's a very sad Brogan right now. And
Yeah.
great play from Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
We
I
wanted
was
to-
happy for them. That was exciting.
yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to kill heroes, and so we thought about banning Brogan because he's so tanky. But we banned Zagartha because we've like never seen her, so we don't really know what she does.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good call.
And then Brogan decided to be really tanky in the jungle and soak up far too many hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you got him.
we got him once.
I tried to pull him out to do that again. I said, "Oh, let's do round 2. You know, come and get me." But,
Yeah.
No, we couldn't because we would have lost the push into the throne. So
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good game,
Great
guys.
game, guys.
Thank you
Great
very
game.
much for this. And Datapike goes to the finals, if I'm correct.
Oh, has the other game already happened?
I don't know. I think I saw that somewhere.
Group is really
no,
close.
well, my final push. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm not up to date with everything.
But the odds aren't bad. That was a pretty Datapike is now at 2-1 and has let me see, 14 points. So Silent Rain will have to win the next game to catch up to them.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay, cool. I think we have a game with Datapike, with Player of Games soon, if I am correct.
I think it's in like 3 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 8:30.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am
like-
not joining you for that one because that is 4:30 in the morning for me.
Same for me.
But good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
GG.
Take care.
Cheers.
Yeah, you guys too.